Yeehaw! How you doing, friend? Hey.
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. How about you? Hey, what's up with it? Hood News Peace. We're going to wait for some of you guys to hop on. Steve is ready. Rodeo season is here, and we've got some great information for you guys. How are you doing? Have you been to the rodeo yet?
I haven't. I mean, it started last night. We didn't go to see Reba. We went out to barbecue on Thursday and had a lot of fun. And hope everybody was safe doing that and having a lot of fun. But yeah, rodeo season's getting in gear, and we're in the spirit, and we're gonna, have a good time. Everybody always does. But be safe, and we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah, I am with attorney Steve Hollingsworth, personal injury attorney. He's got a team here at the Hollingsworth Law Firm. We are off the North Loop right now.
LN 610.
Yeah, LN 610. Yes, friend. So he's got his Stetson hat. He's ready. El patrón de la ley. If you haven't ever heard of that before. So yeah. So what's going on at the law firm? How are you guys doing? How's your team?
Yeah, law firm's great. We're doing great. Actually, signing up cases, trying to help people. Fighting off the bad guys and fighting off the insurance companies, but we're doing great. And everybody's working hard and helping the clients how we can.
All right. Hold on, I got that. Okay, I'm just putting a little information there for the peeps. Yeah, because I had somebody call me last night and say, Grizzy, what's the name of that attorney? I might need him. So there you go. That's the information right there.
We hope we can help that person. Give us a call, 713-637-4560, or go to HollingsworthLawFirm.com, and we can help you out if you've been injured in an accident, and get you what you deserve, get you what you're worth.
All right. So let's talk about that giveaway, the Love in the Hood. How did that go?
Love in the Hood went great. I don't know if everybody remembers, but about a month ago for Valentine's, we sponsored a giveaway, a 3-part giveaway that we gave away $1,000 cash. The second prize was Club Rockets tickets and a parking pass.
Yes.
And the third was a $300 gift certificate to, a fancy restaurant here in town. I think it was Vic and Anthony's. Good restaurant. And so we were able to give all those away, and I hope everybody had a good time, winners, and we appreciate it. And we don't have a giveaway to announce today, but we are going to tease you with one, maybe for rodeo tickets coming up, but that'll be announced later on.
Yes.
But yeah, we want everybody to get out to rodeo and have a good time. Support that, but we'll tease that a little bit for rodeo tickets, but nothing to announce formally today. But just be on the lookout for it.
All right.
And so
yes. So
what else we want to talk about?
Yes, rodeo season and your rights in rideshare accidents. Okay, because I've been seeing some accidents following the rodeo, and a lot of times what people are doing now, because people are trying to be responsible, is catching a ride on an Uber, Lyft, a rideshare. Sometimes that doesn't go too well.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. What should a person do?
Well, number one, I think you posted last week a bad wreck that happened leaving the rodeo. So it's happening. There's a lot of people there are some people that are irresponsible drinking and driving and, causing damage and causing people to get hurt. And that's not a good thing. But the good thing for you to do is, if at all possible, if you're going out there and having too much fun, then get a ride share, get a Lyft, get an Uber, get a taxi even. But let's talk about the rideshare stuff. Actually, this isn't even any, in the spirit of cowboyism, this isn't any BS. We actually signed up a rideshare accident this morning where a lady was a passenger in the rideshare, in the Uber, and the Uber driver invaded someone else's lane and caused the accident, and our lady, the passenger, got injured because of it. So we're going to help her out and see the best we can. We literally signed it up this morning.
Okay.
So we're helping her get some medical treatment if she needs it, and we'll be dealing with Uber to get her what her case is worth.
Right on.
But just to tell people a little bit about Uber accidents and things, one of the anecdotal stories, and one of the stories that we have, success stories that we've had with the Uber that we've talked about before, was last year, and we represented a lady who was in an Uber also. The Uber had a wreck, caused a pretty bad wreck actually, and she was a passenger. Her and a friend of hers were a passenger in the back, and the young lady that we represented, the two passengers, and the one young lady, she was very injured. She had a traumatic brain injury, so she had a big old scar on her head and everything, and she'll frankly never be the same. But we were able to get her, Uber is a moving target, and they're changing their insurance and everything because they don't want to be liable for accidents. They want to be seen as a technology company.
Yes.
Not a taxi company. And so what Uber, typically with an Uber accident, if they're on the clock, if you're in an Uber as a passenger, that Uber is on the clock, typically they will have $1 million policy, a commercial policy that will cover you as a passenger in an event of an accident and that you get injured. And in the story that we're talking about right now, that's what happened here.
Yes.
Is she was injured in the back of the Uber, had a really bad head injury, and we were able to settle her case for $850,000. And you know, she got some good compensation to take care of her for the future and take care of her past injuries. And we were very happy to help her. And in fact, honestly, there was another car involved with some other people that weren't near as injured, and you know, Uber paid them too.
Okay.
And so, you know, everybody got compensated that was affected by the accident. But again, if you're leaving, you know, if you're leaving the rodeo, you're doing the responsible thing, you think you're doing the right thing, and you get injured in a rideshare accident, then give us a call, 713-637-4560. The Hollingsworth Law Firm, because we've handled these. We know how to handle them. We know how to fight Uber. We know how to get past our little tricks of trying to be a technology company instead of a taxi company, or you know, a transportation company.
Yeah.
And so we can help you with that, and we can get you the best we can. But just be very safe and be careful. And honestly, even if an Uber hits you in your vehicle, that's another Uber, then you can make a claim against them also.
Yeah.
And if they were on the course and scope of their job, to haul in passengers or carrying passengers, then they probably will have $1 million policy. If they weren't on the clock, it may be a personal policy from the driver. Those aren't things y'all want to mess with. Those aren't things y'all want to figure out.
For sure.
So give us a call. You know, give the Hollingsworth Law Firm a call, and we can figure it out. Give you a free consultation. Let you know if you have a case or not, and then you know, help you if we can. If we can't, we'll tell you we can't help you. We'll be straight with you, and you know, we'll help you the best we can if we can. We appreciate it.
That's amazing. Yeah, like definitely you want to go with somebody that's experienced. This man has a lot of experience in the courtroom, period.
Yeah.
Give him a little bit of background about you. Like,
yeah, we've tried, me personally, I've tried over 50 first-year jury trials in over a dozen different counties here in Texas, not even Harris County. I've tried cases down in Del Rio and Carrizo Springs and San Antonio and up in Dallas and, you know, everywhere in between. So we can service anybody who gets injured in Texas all throughout. You know, our home base is here in Houston. You know, we appreciate helping out the Houston folks, but if there's anybody else, we've had a lot of experience doing things like that. I used to be a Harris County District Attorney way back in the day. So I've got plenty of experience in the courtroom from that, and then on the personal injury side. So, you know, we're not one of these firms that's just going to sign you up and settle your case for a little bit because we don't know what we're doing. Okay, we're somebody who you hire us. We're going to make your case the best we can, make the case the best it can be, worth it wise. And then, you know, if we got to go in the courtroom and, you know, and fight the fight, then we got to do that, and that's what we're happy to do. We're good at it. You know, I pride myself on that, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you get to meet your clients. They come in here already feeling down and out, like, you know, they haven't worked. Yeah. They lost their car, or you know, their sense of, you know, any kind of physical comfort. You meet their kids, their spouses a lot of times, and I'm sure that's got to be very rewarding to be able to help people, you know, get compensated for, you know, a life-altering incident, you know, especially an accident.
It's very rewarding, and I mean, that's why we do what we do. Look, I mean, we can make good money, and we do make good money just by the nature of the business. But the best thing is when we can help somebody, you know, and look, unfortunately, we can't lay hands on people and make them better. Okay, if somebody gets hurt, we're going to get you the best medical treatment we can. Yes. We're going to get you, you know, taken care of that way. But if you have a life-altering injury, nobody can lay hands on you and make it better. But what we can do is, the only thing we can do is get you compensation to help you with those future medical costs, help you with your costs so that you've already paid for medical bills and your pain and suffering, mental anguish, all that fun stuff, and the lost wages. Because a lot of people, when they're hurt, they can't, you know, continue their job, so they need some help, time off. And also, one thing we can do, if we have a contract with you, if you've called us and signed up, we can help you out with living expenses if we need to, if you're able. You know, just, you know, the case advances, you know, we get the money back, frankly, at the end of the case, because it's a loan, but we can help people get through the process once they signed up with us. Yes. And so we can definitely do that and help people get through things and talk to people and get things taken care of that way. But the best thing, it's very rewarding to hand people a nice check, because we know it's going to help them. One of the former clients, this is a little anecdotal story I just thought of. We had a client that we worked with, and her husband, they were elderly people, or older, and they were in a bad accident, and they got injured, and they were able to take the money that we got them make themselves whole and even start a business with it.
Wow.
And so that's a very rewarding thing to know that what we helped do, get them compensation for their injuries, also propelled them into their next step of life and helped them get back on their feet and actually prosper.
Right on.
And so that's one thing. And in one case we've handled, I've talked about it before. We handled it with another law firm here in town. We did a great job on it. Everybody did. And it was a lady that got burned up at a refinery down in Corpus.
Yeah.
And I can't tell what the settlement was, but let's just say it was a whole lot of money. And the lady got over, third degree burns over 30% of her body. And so she's really scarred up, really hurting, really a lot of, PTSD, frankly, post-traumatic stress disorder from a horrible accident which got burned up. And we were able to get her multi-millions of dollars in her pocket. And so that will help her deal with any plastic surgery, deal with any issues that she has moving forward, mentally counseling, and just give her living expenses because she's going to deal with something for the rest of her life.
She is.
And so we were able to help that get put in a trust. And so that's going to pay her out for the rest of her life and be able to help her with things. And look, nobody, like we said, we can't put hands on you and make you better back to where you were in that regard, but we can give you the compensation that you need to get taken care of. And we're very happy to do that and very proud to do that.
All right. So the number 713-637-4560.
Yes, sir.
Hollingsworth Law Firm.
Yeah, HollingsworthLawFirm.com. Shoot us a text. Go to our Instagram. Go to our Facebook. Communicate with us that way. We actually we had a case from Grizzy yesterday that saw us on here, and he got in an accident up in Wisconsin, but he lives here in Houston, and he came on our Instagram page and sent us a message, and we got him contacted.
Wow.
and we signed him up, and we're going to try to help him how we can. We may not be able to if we can't, but if we can, we can.
Yeah.
But it was through this, and we're very happy with that and very proud of that.
Yeah, me too. At least the peeps know that they have you, and he's Grizzy certified, y'all.
Grizzy certified. Grizzy certified. Yeah, and that's saying all our Grizzy sponsors are good people, and at least I know of them. And so we're happy to work with Grizzy. Grizzy does a great job. I think you're leaving here to go to a press conference or something, maybe.
Yeah,
later.
after this at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 2 o'clock. She's got a press conference, so she's anywhere and everywhere now. And she's very exposed. She's built a great platform from the ground up, and that is, something we want to tell her that we're proud of her and what she's doing, and we appreciate it.
And he's my day one sponsor.
Yes.
He's the first one, first one that we have.
Yeah, and we've been happy to do it for almost going on a year and a half now. God, has it been that long?
Yes, Fred. So, let's talk about these insurance companies, because sometimes you'll get that phone call like, you've been in an accident. I've been in a couple. Right now, I got you.
Yeah, you live in Houston, you're going to do it.
Yeah, I didn't have you before, but I got Steve Hollingsworth now. If I ever find myself in a situation that he's going to be the first one, hey, Steve, I got in an accident. hey, this happened. But, what do you do when the insurances call you? Because sometimes they want to just pay you like a certain, they'll be like, hey, I want to give you $2,000 for that, that accident, for your damages to your car. We'll pay you. We'll send you a check right away.
When you get in an accident in Houston or the surrounding areas, you're going to have a lot of people calling you. Some are going to be the insurance company you're involved in. Some are going to be people you don't want to talk to. We'll talk about that later. But number one, if you get in an accident and a couple days later the insurance company calls and says, hey, we understand you got hurt in this accident with our insured. We want to offer you $5,000. Well, $5,000 sounds like a lot of money to a lot of people, and I understand that.
Yeah.
And you got bills and inflation and everything else taken off, and so you got to take care of your family, and I understand that. But what you need to understand is if they're offering you $5,000, $2,500 at the beginning, your case is worth a lot more. Okay, because insurance companies do not make money by paying you money. They make money by you paying them the premiums and them paying you as little as possible. So one of the tricks some of these insurance companies, I won't name any names, but some of these, they're bandito insurance companies, I guess. But one of the things these insurance companies like to do, it's called swoop and settle. So basically you get in a wreck with their insured, and you get a call from some nice sounding adjuster offering you some money, and you're like, oh, well, that sounds really good. I'd like to take that. You haven't even got checked out by a doctor yet. You haven't consulted with an attorney yet. You haven't done anything. They're just trying to get in front of all that and get you taken care of, or get you handled. Not taken care of, get you handled. Let's say that. And so what that does, though, if you accept that money, if they're on a recorded line and you accept that money even verbally, you don't even have to sign anything. But if you accept that money verbally, what can happen is your case is dead potentially. because you have accepted an offer from the insurance company either verbally or in writing, and your case can be dead. Now, there are ways to work around it with experienced attorneys like Hollingsworth Law Firm. We've done that plenty of times, but I'll tell you, it makes it an uphill climb, and it makes it a lot harder to handle. So if an insurance company calls you after an accident and offers you money, realize that you have something there that you probably want to say, hey, thank you for the offer, but we're not going to accept it. We'd like to call, an attorney such as the Hollingsworth Law Firm, talk to them first and see what really is going on.
Yeah.
And so do not, can't stress that enough. Do not take an initial offer from an insurance company if they're calling you within a day or a week of the accident, because they're looking to get you on the cheap. Okay, they're looking to get you taken care of and out the door cheap. And once you take that money, that's it. You're done. And so you could have a case that could be worth thousands of dollars more. You don't know it. You need to call and get a free consultation, but you don't know what you have. And so they're going to take advantage of you. Do not think the insurance company is your friend. They are not. They are there to look out for their bottom line, look out for what they're handling, and get their insured taken care of, not you. And so that's one of the big things that you got to look out for, is swooping and settling by insurance companies before you have a chance to evaluate your case properly, or talk to an attorney, or get the proper medical treatment you need, and things like that. So, definitely call the Hollingsworth Law Firm, 713-637-4560, or go to hollingsworthlawfirm.com, and we can get you a free consultation. And hey, maybe they're right. Maybe that's all your case is worth, but highly doubtful, because we've been doing this long enough. We know it's BS, frankly. Yeah. So that's what we deal with.
Somebody said, why do people have to go through this? Why can't companies treat people like humans? Yeah.
Because they're a business and they're looking to make money. I mean, I wish everybody was on the up and up, and I wish everybody was fair. I agree with whoever said that, and you had a good question. And just like there's crooks in every business, there's people wanting to take advantage of you in every business. It's everywhere. You got to look at reviews. You got to talk to your friends, see who they trust, look at reviews from past customers, see who they trust, see who they've used to make the decision for you, to make the best decision. You want to talk to that person. You want to talk to that law office or whoever, and you want to find out who you can go with. Do you feel comfortable with them? Do you trust them? Do their reviews match up? Does their experience match up? And you want to make the best decision for you. But there are a lot of sharks in the water. There are a lot of crooks out there, insurance companies, other lawyers representatives, people like that, whatever. We'll talk about that later. Yeah. There's a lot of it out there. You gotta just pause, get a clear head after the accident, because a lot of people are in shock. A lot of people are dealing with something they've never dealt with before. They're in pain. They're just trying to get things taken care of. They're trying to get the car back on the road. They just want to get things done. They just want to get things moved as quick as possible. That will not get you the most value, unfortunately, in what you're looking for. I can just promise you that. And so that's one thing, call us, give us a call, get a free consultation. We'll tell you what the black and white is, and let you know if we can help you or not.
All right.
Insurance companies, I'm here wearing this, this kind of whitish hat. Insurance companies, they're wearing the black hat, guys. from the old movies.
There's the bad guys. Friends, can y'all hear me? Everybody's still good? Give me some thumbs up. I want to see, are we still here? Are we still watching? Can y'all hear me? Just, checking in with everybody. Check. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Give me some thumbs up. Can y'all hear me? All right. I think we're good.
Okay. I think we both talk loud enough that everybody
we're good. Yeah, there they go. Let me know y'all are there.
There we go.
Let us know. All right.
Well, what's next? What do we want to talk about next?
Well, what's been one of the craziest things that you've had to deal with? I know you gotta have some kind of crazy story. What's the crazy story?
The craziest, they're crazy every day.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, you see it on Grizzy's page.
Freak accidents, man. Some of these cars are upside down. I'm like, how did they do that?
Yeah, you see it every day. It's on Grizzy's page that, accidents everywhere and crazy things. But one of the crazier cases that we've handled here at the Hollingsworth Law Firm that wasn't even a car accident, and we've talked about it before, but it's just crazy about how it happened and what we were able to get for it.
Yeah.
Is that a gentleman was at his friend's house. They were jacking around. The friend had a gun and shot him completely by accident.
What?
Not maliciously, not on purpose. Shot him completely by accident in the stomach. He lived, thank God.
Thank God.
But he was injured, right? He got shot in the stomach. And so what we did is we made a claim against the guy that shot his friend's homeowner's insurance policy. We didn't sue the friend, technically. We sued the homeowner's insurance policy. And we were able to get the full value, which was $500,000 for the settlement of that of that claim. It's a crazy claim. Doesn't happen every day. You know, what y'all see every day is car wrecks, truck accidents, people getting hurt at plants, things like that. But that's a crazy, a different story than what we're used to. But we were able to get him, you know, settlement of $500,000. It was the full policy, the full homeowner's policy. And so he was able to get compensated for his injuries from the gunshot wound, frankly. That's a crazy one. You know, we've got, every day is crazy. We got, you know, it's living the adventure, as I say.
Have you been shot by your homie at his house? Are you chilling with the homie and you get shot? Call Steve Hollingsworth.
One thing we do want to talk about is we have had some success with people getting injured or killed at apartment complexes when apartment complexes aren't providing adequate security. Now, a lot of times let's just call it what it is, these slumlords don't carry proper insurance. So sometimes we may not be able to help you because they don't have proper insurance to cover, and the apartment complex owner, they're going to run like rabbits, you know, and not want to pay you. But if they have insurance, and that's something you got to call and get a free consultation, let us, you know, smoke it out, frankly, figure it out. And if you do get injured at an apartment complex because of inadequate security, you know, hey, they should have been at least having a security guard around, gates not working properly, locks not working properly, things like that. If you get injured by somebody at an apartment complex because of inadequate security, give us a call, Hollingsworth Law Firm, 713-637-4560, and we can give you a free case evaluation. We've had success with cases like that. You know, some we aren't able to help, but some we are. I mean, it's just, you know, not every claim is a case. Let's say that.
Marsha says, this is nothing but God. I need to speak with him soon. Call him, friend. Call him. 713-637-4560.
Yeah, 713-637.
I already know the number.
713-637-4560 is the main line. Somebody will call, answer immediately. We got people 24 hours answering our calls. So if you wake up at 2 in the morning wondering, oh God, what am I going to do? Hey, call us in. You know, we'll have somebody will pick up the phone, and you know, if we don't able to fully sign you up, then we'll call you first thing in the morning. But yeah. This guy is hot. Thank you.
Hey, yeah. El patron.
Always appreciated. Always appreciated.
All right. I see you.
What else? What else we want to talk about? Grizzy, we had a question here that, you know, we wanted to talk about. What's been the most rewarding moment of my career? And I got three things I want to talk about. We talked about just a second ago what we do, how it can be rewarding to us, frankly, and to the people we help. But just on a personal level, what's been the most? I got three things I'd say to that.
Okay.
One is becoming a lawyer. I come from a family from the Hill Country, very, 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 very small town in the Hill Country outside of Austin. And my family didn't go to college. My family, you know, they were just blue collar workers and, you know, had ranches and, you know, they built businesses on their own, but they didn't use college. They didn't use a professional degree to do it. And so I'm very proud that I've been able to go through, you know, Texas A&M for undergrad and then law school, and then became a lawyer. And it was a very proud moment for my family, because I was the first one in my family to be able to achieve these things and do these things. So just from the get-go, I've been proud of, you know, the accomplishment, and, you know, be very happy for me. And you know, I'm not trying to brag, but it's just life. We've done a lot and been very successful at it. Number two, one of the other most rewarding things is, like I've talked about earlier, I've tried a lot of cases in my life, a lot of first-year jury trials, and helped a lot of people doing that. And two of the most rewarding times I've ever had is after a trial, I had a juror come up to me and say, "You are one hell of a lawyer." And that's no BS. Those are two true stories. And one of them was down in Cameron County, and one of them was down in Del Rio a long time, or a few years ago. And the reason that made me so happy and so proud was because when you're doing a jury trial, it's not about the judge. It's not about the other side, the opposing counsel. Your audience is the juror. And they're the ones that are going to make the decision to whether they want to help your client or they don't. And so when I have jurors literally come up to me after the trial and tell me that we've done a good job and we're good lawyers and we, you know, helped them a lot, that really makes me feel good, because we know we've done a good job. We know we've presented our case to the best of the ability we can, and we won. You know, we've got a good result for our client. And so those two instances I can think of right now made me very proud. And the last thing I want to talk about is, frankly, just being able to build a thriving law firm. You know, I started, I'll just be frank, 6 years ago we started. I have plenty of experience. I've been licensed since 2003. So, you know, 22 years. Good God, it's getting on.
Yeah.
But we built this firm from the bottom of my house. I started it by myself, getting up 5 a.m, sending out documents, and now we built it to, frankly, we make millions of dollars. The firm does, and we have 11 people on our staff.
That's
amazing, and growing a lot. So I'm very proud of what we've been able to accomplish and all the people we've been able to accomplish.
Yeah.
And here's one thing. I mentioned earlier that we signed up that rideshare case, which is very pertinent, with the rodeo.
Yeah.
But I want to tell the people watching this, the person that called us was somebody that we had represented a couple years ago.
Wow.
And so, I hope you'll never get in wrecks. I tell every person when I hand them their check, I hope I never see you in this capacity again. And I mean that because I don't want you to get hurt. But I don't cause it. We just pick up the pieces. So we want to help as much as we can with people.
Yeah.
And if something happens to you again, hey, those Houston streets are mean, right?
Yeah.
And so,
you already know.
Yeah. And so if it happens to you again, give us a call. We'll help you again. We'll do the best we can again. Because just because you were injured once doesn't mean you don't have a valid claim to get injured again. Insurance companies are going to say that. Insurance companies are going to say, oh, well, this injury was caused from something 3-4 years ago. That's BS. Okay, so what it can be is a new injury, an aggravation of an injury, and so we can definitely help you. And that's another proud moment we have because a lot of our clientele come from repeat customers.
Yeah.
That hey, I got in a wreck going down the road, somebody hit me again, and we're able to help them and do a good job for them. They trust us to do a good job,
and then they'll
they come
refer
back.
too. Like they'll say, hey, their daughter, son, somebody gets in an accident.
We've had that plenty of times too, where people say, hey, I this guy handled my case and he got us a lot of money and helped us a lot. And they send their friends and everything. So we really appreciate that. We're really proud of people that we have built enough trust that people can do that. And I know I've said this to this group before, but I preach to my staff every day: customer service, customer service, customer service. Because if we're not helping the client, we're not helping you, then we don't have business. So we understand that y'all come first, your case comes first, your needs come first, and we'll do everything we can to help you as much as possible to get that done.
Yes, and his law firm. A complaint that I've had on other law firms because I've been in accidents is that nobody picks up the phone, nobody emails back. I'm like, hey, what's going on? You're not going to get that over here. Like, I can call at any random moment and somebody's going to pick up and handle it. So he's got a great office staff, very supportive team. Everybody helps everybody, and they take care of their clients. They really do.
Yeah, and look, if you call in about your case and somebody can't get to it immediately because hey, we're busy, right? We want to be busy, but if you don't have a return call or email or text within 24 hours, then you call and you ask for me, and I'll take care of it because that's something we know is important. That we take care of y'all. You come first. It's your claim. It's your case, and we want to do the best we can to represent y'all.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said, I pray I never see his handsome face in person. Okay, amen.
Well, in person, you can see me in person, but maybe you're not hurt.
Yeah.
But we appreciate that, and I appreciate the compliment.
All right.
So what do we want to talk about next?
Okay.
This ambulance chase.
Yes. Okay. So. Okay. What is an ambulance chaser? Let me hear from an expert.
Okay, no, not an expert in ambulance chasers.
No, from an attorney. Let me hear from an attorney.
Let me explain this to guys.
What is an ambulance chaser?
Yeah, let me explain this, guys. In any business, as we talked about, you're going to have unscrupulous, you're going to have people, you're going to have crooks, you're going to have people who wear the black hat, all that fun stuff. And it's in our business too. It just is what it is. Now, there's two things to that. A lot of times we'll be doing these lives and I'll see the comments fly that, oh, he's just an ambulance chaser or whatever. When I hear ambulance chaser, it means to me that you're moving fast to get on a client when they get injured. That is necessary. Now, let me explain things. Now, I've talked about this before. When you are in an accident, let me just give a real life example. Mm-hmm. Before I represented everyday people and normal people when they get injured, I used to represent on the other side. I used to represent big corporations and insurance companies. Okay, so I know how both sides work. That's another benefit of using the Hollingsworth Law Firm. But I used to represent Coca-Cola. Okay, at a former law firm that I worked at, an insurance defense firm. We represented Coca-Cola. We got a call that a Coca-Cola truck had been involved in a really bad accident on South 45. Mm-hmm. My boss at the time, he told me, you get an accident reconstructionist and you get out to the scene immediately. What that means is that means that the insurance company is already working to fight your case before you may even be done with the hospital after you get injured. Mm-hmm. And so they are already trying to tear your case down and figure out what happened to somehow you're not as injured as you say you are. Mm-hmm. You caused the accident potentially, things like that. So when we say ambulance chasing and speed is of the essence, the reason we say that and the reason you want to call the Hollingsworth Law Firm as quickly as you can after you've been at the accident, after you've been in an accident, and frankly, we've had people call us from the scene. And, save our number in your phone, 713-637-4560, Hollingsworth Law Firm. If you get in an accident, call us from the scene. Because what will happen is we will then go to work on your behalf as quickly as the insurance company does. Because if you wait, what's going to happen is the insurance company is already going to be building a case against you potentially, and you're going to be behind the 8 ball, and you're going to be behind the game. And so you want to get somebody experienced, somebody that moves quickly on your side as quickly as possible so that they can get things going on your behalf as quickly as possible instead of the insurance company's behalf, which I promise you, they're going to have people out there and they're going to be doing the best to protect their bottom line and their interest against you. And so you want to have somebody, like I said, like the Hollingsworth Law Firm that will move quickly, will move efficiently to get things done on your behalf and get moving. So that's what I hear. That's what, when people say, oh, there's ambulance chasers, they're moving fast. That's what I hear. That's my explanation for why you need to move fast.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's another component to that too. When you get in an accident in a lot of towns in Texas, you're going to get unsolicited phone calls. Okay.
Listen, friends, this is important.
You're going to be getting a lot of unsolicited phone calls. You may have never been in this situation before.
Yeah.
You don't know how to handle it. You don't know what's going on. You're going to be like, oh, they want to help me. They want to do this. No, they aren't looking to help you. They're looking to get you signed up and in their system for some unscrupulous people. Okay, if people call you after an accident, or tow truck drivers are after you when you're at the accident scene, that is illegal. It is unethical, and you don't need to deal with them. You just need to ignore them. Don't talk to them, and you need to call people like us that have experience. We're advertising here. We're trying to get to the masses, trying to tell people, what we can do, how we can help you, because there's a lot of people out there that are moving quick in the wrong ways.
Yes.
Okay. And so we want to do as much as we can to do it the right way and help you in the right way. But you have to pick up the phone. You don't want to hire somebody that's calling you unsolicited. Now they're going to give you a song and dance. They're going to tell you they can help the world with you.
Yeah.
And they're going to probably make you a lot of promises that you may not know are BS. Frankly, we'll use that again. We're dealing with cows and stuff right now.
Yeah.
But that's, you don't want to talk to those people, and they will be on you. You will have 20. If you put something on Instagram about you've been in an accident, you're going to have 20 people in your inbox in about an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're all trying to hustle your business, and that's not the right way to do it.
Yeah.
The right way to do it is you need to look at who you trust. Who's got good reviews, who's got the experience. And you need to pick up the phone, get on the internet, get on Instagram, and jump into our Instagram and give us a call, and we can help you and help you do things the right way.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people out there doing it the wrong way, and it's a dog eat dog world.
Yeah.
We all understand that.
Yeah.
But that you just want to protect yourself. You want to get the most you can from experienced people, and you want to protect yourself, because insurance companies aren't there to protect you, and some of these unscrupulous, unethical people aren't there to help you. They're to help themselves.
Yeah, they get a little commission. Trust me. I look, I've been doing the Hood News for about 5 years. I always get somebody's paralegal, like a paralegal office. Hey, Grizzy, my boss would like to take you out to lunch. I'm like, who's your boss? Like, what do you mean? Oh, I work for this attorney. I'm like, oh man, I already know that they want to, let me know. Hey, like if you see an accident, tell people to call us. I don't want to do all that. No.
It's kickbacks and
yeah,
everything.
no,
And it's
I don't want to get involved.
It's a bad game.
Yeah.
That's when people think of ambulance chasers. That's ambulance chasers. Now, what I'm talking about is, when I say ambulance chasers, what I'm talking about is moving quickly to get your case established. That we got to be on it. We got to be moving fast because the insurance company is. But in the same vein, there's people like that who we just talked about, that you don't want to work with those people. I mean, they're going to be on you. They're going to be, trying to do because they're out for their own good, not yours.
Yes,
and
exactly.
So you need to be very wary of that. You need to look at that and do the best you can to avoid it, and if at all possible. But hey, again, call the Hollingsworth Law Firm, 713-637-4560, or go to HollingsworthLawFirm.com, and we can give you a free case evaluation and help you as quickly as we can.
That's right, friend. Let me see.
Anybody any questions or anything?
Please say the law firm name slowly. Hollingsworth Law Firm.
Hollingsworth Law Firm. HOLLINGSWORTH lawfirm.com. and Hollingsworth Law Firm. Can't say it enough.
Yes.
Right here on this little cup.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. Hollingsworth Law Firm.
Yes.
Come get you one of these if you want. Nice Yeti, $50 value.
There you go. Somebody says, definitely will let everyone know about you, Steve. Good to know a good lawyer like you. I always use people Grizzy's Hood News knows. Oh, thank you, friend.
Well, we appreciate that. We appreciate you helping
we got
Grizzy.
good people. Yeah. Like, I don't want to ever team up with, like, shady folks, and he's definitely a good guy. I've had opportunities to work with other attorneys, and I've always turned it on over the years. He's real deal. Like, this is real deal, self-made, hard worker, married man with a child, you know, family man.
Sorry to break all your women's heart.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, but yeah, you know, all that good stuff, man. He's a good guy, and he's here for the community to serve, not just for represent, but also to be involved in the community.
Yeah, we try to give back. The community's been very good to us,
Yes.
and so we want to help give back as much as we can. You know, we give to charities, we give to food bank, we give to things like that, and we try to help us give back. And a closed hand ain't going to get you anything, an open hand will.
Yes.
And that's the way we try to look at things and try to live our lives and handle our business.
That's right, friend. Anything else you want to let the peeps know?
Not right now. I mean, just be careful and be safe out there at the rodeo. If you get in a wreck, there's going to be a lot of wrecks, unfortunately, coming from the rodeo. And we had if everybody goes to our Instagram page, Hollingsworth Law Firm, we put some new videos out about the rodeo. And if you get hit and you feel like you got run over by a bull,
I was going to ask you about that. What if
Yeah.
you get ran over by a bull?
If you get hit, if you get injured on the rodeo grounds, see, actually, that's another deal, that if you get injured on the rodeo grounds, and people have, and I honestly have handled cases where people have been injured on the rodeo grounds. I've actually handled cases on both sides, for the defense and the plaintiff side, for what we do, that people have been injured out on the rodeo grounds. Give us a call, let us know. Another instance is if you're working at plants. We'll stick on the rodeo right now. We got cowboy hat and all that fun stuff. But yeah, if you're injured in a car wreck coming to or going from the rodeo or anything else, give us a call. If you're in a ride share, you're in a taxi, or somebody else messes up, and the funny line I said the other day is if you get hit and you feel like you got run over by a bull, which you probably will.
Yeah, you probably will.
Then you want to give us a call, 713-637-4560, Hollingsworth Law Firm, and we'll do the best we can to make your case worth it.
All right, so somebody's asking how to follow him, and then let me read this comment. We got another lady in the house. She says, "Ooh wee, Grizzy, you're doing this right this morning. Great, honest, and handsome. LOL. Thanks for the info. Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right, so let me show y'all on the phone real quick. Hollingsworth Law Firm. If you want to look them up on Facebook, let me take off the flashlight real quick. All right. So I'm going to show you Instagram, and I'm showing you Facebook. And he's got some really good videos, like some really also kind of information entertaining for sure. Yeah. So Hollingsworth Law Firm, look them up, give them a follow, and then let me see the Instagram. And you'll see me on there too. We got them right there. Yeah. So Hollingsworth Law Firm. Let me see real quick right there. Hollingsworth Law Firm. Hollingsworth _law_ firm.
And give us a follow, and the more follows, we really appreciate those, and it just helps us grow and helps us serve more people, and we appreciate that.
Yes,
so we really appreciate the follows and the likes, and just like Grizzy, you don't get to be a million follower person like Grizzy without hustling and doing work, and she's doing a great job of building her platform and channel, and we wish her the best and continuing
Thank you, friend.
to grow.
Thank you. Yes,
she's getting noticed by a lot of the right people we see.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, friends. So one more time, Steve, what's the number for them to call you, and what's the website?
Yeah, if you get in an accident or you get injured and you want a free consultation, we don't get paid unless you win, unless you get money, we don't get money. Frankly, we ain't gonna rob you blind. And our number is 713-637-4560, 713-637-4560, or HollingsworthLawFirm.com. And give us a call, even on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, internet, or give us a call, and we can definitely help you and at least talk to you and see if you've got something. Not every case is a case. Not every call that, I guess I'll say it this way, not every call that comes in is a case, but we definitely will educate you and tell you the good and the bad, because that's what we do. We're not here just to tell you the good. We're going to shoot you straight and tell you the good and the bad. Yeah. And we'll be happy to help you if we can.
All right. Reporting live here from the Hollingsworth Law Firm, here with personal injury attorney, Steve Hollingsworth. It's your girl, Grizzy. More hood news on the way. And we're going to make a great announcement soon. So catch us on the next live. He's going to announce something really great. So yeah, reporting live is your girl, Grizzy. Thank you, Steve, so much. Always good to see you, friend.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, friends. More hood news on the way. Stay tuned. 2:00, I'm going to be going live. All right, friends. Bye. One more time. 713-637-4560. Bye.